Hello, hello. The package has been acquired. So I wasn't late. Although there's nobody here yet, so it doesn't matter. I probably could have been late to start the video, and no. Also, there was another package that I'm not sure what it is, so I'm gonna. By the way, you guys, I know this whole government shutdown is like affecting many of us, some more than others, obviously. But so I just want to say thank you to all of the workers that are being required to work without pay. Um, my mailman is amazing. He knows about my disabilities, so it doesn't matter if a package fits in my mailbox or not. He brings them up and sets them on the chair that's by the front of, like, off to the side of my front door, even when he's not paid to do so. Oh, you guys are gonna like this one. I hope my daughter's not watching because this is one of her birthday presents. But I think that I've told most of you. Hi, Rosanna. Hi, Dawn. I've told most of you that Squishes, her nursery is all done in elephants, like not jungle, just elephants. That was what she wanted to do. Hi, Mary. Hi, Beth. And also Beth is, or Squishy is very stubborn, as is Beth actually, but that's not relevant for this conversation. Anyways, Squishy is very expressive. We call her the human emoji because you just know. So I saw this when I was placing an order, and I've seen this face on my granddaughter many a time, so I had to get her mom this cup for her birthday. So yeah. Fine. I'm silly, but it's perfect. She'll love it. She will laugh and giggle about it, and it'll be great. Beth, you know you are. Anyways, as you see, the top comment was if I wasn't here on time, it was because I was grabbing my mail. I got it. And I have one other question to get you guys. I ordered these angel wings. They are plated angel wings. They were not very expensive. They're just a little bit more yellow than my taste. But if you guys would like some in Saturday's sale, I can just break them up and send them out to you guys. I'm not gonna take the bar off yet. So you can see they're a little more yellow gold, but they are very detailed, and I like this style because it has that bar down the center, which tends to go right into the top of the teardrop you put below it. So I love this style. These are just a little bit more yellow that are my taste. They wouldn't be expensive, you guys. I can pass on the savings easily. Because if you guys don't want them, I'm just going to return them. So I don't mind putting them out there. I'm very excited. I'm not opening my entire order. Um, I'm sorry, who was picking on you? Who do I have to go? Whose ass do I have to kick, Beth? Huh? Dude, I will kick someone's ass. What did they do to my mom, Beth? Hi, Anita. Sorry you just walked into a situation, it seems. While we're waiting for her to tell us, Tina, I swear I was not ignoring you, hon. I can't wait to see what you did. I'm really excited about it. As I said, I was just working on something in case this didn't get done. So I'd have something to do, but yeah. If it's who I think it is, the story stands. So, as I was saying, I'm not going to open the entire order. We love you, Beth, because most of this is what the, sorry, oh my goodness. Most of this most of this package is the order that I placed, that I did the how to shop online or how to design when shopping online. It's for that. So the only thing, all right, we love you, Beth. So the only thing that I'm going to open are my FOCs. So I will open it off camera, pull out my FOCs, and then we can go through my FOCs. Yeah. Beth, do you need that elephant cup? Oh, Linda, you just got here, so I got to show it again. Look at this. In case you don't know, my granddaughter's nursery is decked out. Decked out in elephants and elephants only. And my granddaughter's, we call her the human emoji. You can always tell how she feels. And so I saw this and I had to get it for my daughter for her birthday. So, because that looks like the face my granddaughter gets when she realizes that she's not going to get her way. So, okay, pulling out my FOCs, all the rest will stay in here. What is that? Okay. I'm confused. Sorry, there's a thing. Okay, I think I know why. Oh, she just forgot to put it inside. Sorry, there was a sticky with my ticket on it. I couldn't figure out why it was stapled to the outside of the envelope. She said she's very excited to see what I do with all that jade because she is a fan of jade and I did order some. So I have my 2 FOCs. I'm very excited. After last month and all the projects I created out of those and stuff that I've ordered from Beth, I was really yeah. No, it's not for my granddaughter, it's for her mom, my daughter. Although she uses this weird sippy cup, you guys, that she tilts up and you just barely suck on the edge of it, and then water goes into her mouth, much in the same way it would if she was just drinking out of a normal cup. So it's supposed to help them go transition to that earlier rather than them learning how to going from a bottle to then sucking on the top of a regular sippy cup to then a cup. Because people were letting their kids use sippy cups way too long and it was messing up their teeth and a whole bunch of other issues. So my daughter didn't want Squish to go through any of that. Okay, let's go down to the mat so that I can, although I have Christmas beads all here, I'll just give you a little peek if I can without it. No, I can't. It'll get all messed up and the camera will shake and whatever else. I literally have jars and jars of reds and greens and golds and blues and pearls and stuff all over my laptop. But just enough space to turn that on. Okay. So if you don't know what the FOC packets are, let me open up this little envelope and I will read it to you. It says, Found Objects Challenge November 2025. Here is what's up for grabs. $50 worth of beaded goodness from the Taylor Falls Bead Store / Thunderhorse Descendants, a fantastic beading book, which is used. I always add that for those people who don't know, because I'd hate for them to get it and be like, oh, what am I, yeah, I didn't want somebody to get it and be like, wait, what? So I just always say that. And then they get the next month's FOC for free. The challenge is inspired by Jewelry Maker's Design Book and Alchemy of Found Objects by Darren Mentok. You spend $9.30 and you get your Found Objects Challenge bag, which is a treasure trove waiting to be transformed into art. Join the Facebook group for any updates and to share your journey. It just says Thunderhorse Descendant Facebook group. Even if you don't do found objects, you should join that group because it's a lot of fun. The challenge is embrace the opportunity to expand your design skills. You can use anything from your stash. You don't have to make jewelry. We just have to be able to identify at least one item from your bag in the finished product. With that being said, I give myself the added challenge of using stuff in the box, and if I use anything outside of the box, I try to make sure it's something from Randy outside of wire, Softlex, sometimes spacers, like the little teeny tiny spacer balls and stuff. I don't count those. Complete one project, but more items are encouraged but not required. Get creative, make it cool and fun. Take time to explore your bag, research and plan your design. You can tune into Morning Coffee live on YouTube for discussions and inspiration. Capture your bead selection with the photo of what you receive, required. Sketch your design in your design book. That's optional. Share your progress and stories in the Thunderhorse Facebook groups. That's optional. The requirements to participate and gain a ducky. Share at least 3 photos in the Thunderhorse Facebook's Descendant group. Photo 1 must be a picture of what you receive in your bag. Photo 2 and photo 3 are pictures of items you made with your bag. Additional photos are welcome but not required. Use the hashtag #FoundObjectsChallenge and tag @RandyBrown in your post. Support your fellow participants by leaving comments on their post as well. The winner is drawn at random via Ducky Race for a chance to win the prize. You can watch it live on YouTube. You do not need to be present to win. The due date. All projects must be submitted by November 30th, 2025 at midnight. The winner announcement will be chosen live on December 2nd, 2025 at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Good luck to all. If you have any questions, you can email her, text her. Just let the creativity flow. XO Randy. So that's what that is. Okay. So I get 2. It doesn't give me an extra ducky or anything like that. I just have fun designing with them, so I get 2 of them. So we'll start with one at a time. This will be packet A. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited. Peach Moonstone. Nugget beads. I don't consider these chip beads because chip beads are like tiny. These are all pretty well drilled too. Those are pretty. So I have some Peach Moonstone. These 2 butterflies. I'm not sure exactly what this material is, but it's really pretty. There were 2 of those, so I could use them for pendants or necklaces. There are what looks to be 3 adventuring rounds in here, as well as a lobster clasp and 2 jump rings to attach it and loop into. This looks like some of the other orange stuff I got in my last order from her. Man, where is it? I think this is dyed coral off of that strand. If I had to guess, that's what would be my guess. There are some little check glass hearts here. 3, 6, 8 of them. So that would be more than enough to do a little bracelet using those. And the green goes really well with the moonstone. There are some little square column beads in this like goldenrod yellow color, which happens to be like my favorite yellow. Oh, the dreaded annoying baggies. Though I have noticed that her stuff is coming in zip bags lately, so this just must be stuff that we haven't gotten through yet. Oh, that's cute. It's like 2 hands holding a little heart. A little like crown on top of it. Those are cute. There are 3 pieces of turquoise sea glass, which would be cute in a snowflake. Oh, I think these are porcelain. Yep. Little porcelain tube beads. Again, the green with the moonstone is really pretty. And then there is a bag of just various colors lucite beads in like a dark purpley gray, a red, and yellow. So this is found objects challenge number 1. I'm going to take this out of the bag so I can lay everything out together outside of the bag. So I have picture 1 and complete the first requirement of the found objects challenge. And unlike Fight Club, we do like to talk about found objects challenge. Where did I put my phone? There it is. So, okay, packet number 1. Just gonna scoop everything up real quick. So nothing gets confused from one to the other. And then once I take the pictures, I don't care if they get mixed. It's just this first picture that's very important. Though I could always open the video and do a screenshot. That's what I had to do last month. Because I forgot to take pictures before I started creating. These yellow would be really pretty on a snowflake. What is this if you guys? Package number 2. Alrighty, looks like I have more stuff for snowflakes. Woohoo! Lots of. What are these? Sorry, I got confused. These would be great for like a keychain. Or like acrylic. I guess she liked what I did with the vinyl beads last month, so I got some more. I got some pretty red crystals that could go with those nicely. There are 2 choo-choo trains. By the way, why are choo-choo trains associated with Christmas? Oh, those are claw dogs? I have never understood what. Is it just because of the like choo-choo train track around the Christmas tree? Like, is that where it came from? There's a little tag that says I love Christmas on it. Here are associated or varied different Christmas charms. Some drops. Hey, Quinn, stop. She's pregnant. And she's a redhead. We'll just say that. Ooh, these are pretty. They have like red and green and light blue. Those are really pretty. Those would make some awesome earrings. A glass donut, the vinyl beads. Some larger beads that are like the same color as the smaller beads, which is great because I love to do varied sizes in the same design. And then I got another angel stretch bracelet with glass pearls on it. Okay, so let's lay all this out. Got you. Okay. Rosanna. Yeah, I just might. What do you have to say about it? All right, let me get this picture taken, and then we can start playing with the objects. You know, really little charms. So I can get a quick picture. It is very hard to see my phone screen with all the varied lights. Okay, done with that. All righty. Now let's unpeel going back out and see what we think. We can discuss stuff. Cool. One of my favorite travel that I ever did, which was very minimal, I went from one part of Oregon to another, was on a passenger train. And if it wasn't so expensive, that would be my go-to method of travel because it's just nice. Easy to fall asleep while it's going. It's just, no, it takes longer. Takes longer than an airplane trip, but less than a drive. It's obviously, you don't have to stop for everything. Okay. I actually kind of like the thought of mixing these beads in with the moonstone just because it would be, how many of these do I have? Okay. These little greens are gold spacers. I'll go right there so I can pick stuff up easier. Okay. And if I put these in as well, we could tie the butterfly into the moonstone, or we just use these with green beads, which I know that I have green beads in my stash that came from Randy. So that's exciting. Plus, I happen to know that there's stuff in the package right behind me that will go beautifully with this. So I have so many videos. I did my unboxing 2 nights ago and I still haven't released it on my bargain bead box. So I need to do that. I have to record part 2 of the little series I'm doing. By the way, in case you don't know, but you are a content creator, when you upload a video, you have the option to like click something that says collaborate. Did you collaborate with this with someone on this? And you can say yes, they will give you a link, and then you send that link to the other people. So like I did the video about designing when shopping online using her website. And so what I can do is I can tag her, and then she like opens up the link and says, yes, I would like the collaboration link. And then it shows up on her channel as well in a tab that is designated for collaboration. You can go back to old videos and edit that. Oh, that'll be cool, Rosanna. Hi, Dorothy. You can go back to old videos that maybe you did with someone else. Like I know Linda and Samantha did a collaboration, Rosanna, Maisha, all of them did a collaboration with me. I'm doing this collaboration with Randy. So, and then if it's a completely separate link, but the reason YouTube came up with it is because people were not reading the description and going from one channel to another as often as they used to. So they were hoping by doing this, it was easier because if it's a collaboration, it shows up better. I don't know the ins and outs. That's just what interwebs said about why they did it. But so if you're doing a collaboration with somebody, it's really easy to do. It's a little check mark at the end and you're good to go. So it's fun, it's fun. Okay, back to this. I'm liking the Drox with the butterfly, but I don't know that the adventuring is the right color tone. This looks more peridot to me. So I have to think back to see and go look and see if I've got any peridot from Randy. I think that I have. So this will have to wait for the next one. I could do it with these little hearts. The hearts are just a little bit brighter, and I think it would be fun to add these to the like red crystals and do a quick little something with those. I believe there were 6 exactly. So 4, 5. There's actually 8. So I'd even have them for a little dangle. So if I use the yellow, the red, I don't want to just turn these into more candy cane ornaments, though that's what I'm going to. I'm not the biggest fan of these beads. It took me a long time to figure out the pattern that looked right and also like bent nicely to make the candy cane. And that's the thing with them. They're either once you get the pattern right, they look really nice. But until you hit that sweet spot, it just takes too much time, in my opinion. But maybe I'll just get it right on the first try. Okay, I have 3 of those. So there's not enough of those for the focal unless I do 2 separate focals. I'm pretty sure I left one of my scoops box over here. Well, this is from my last order, and that is exactly where those came from. Because I have them right here. It's so pretty. I just love it. I would almost just restring this with like some tiny seed beads in between each. I think it would be beautiful. So that is where the orange came from because they look just like these. So I have that order from her that I just had. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, we're not going to move that because right now it's all self-contained in a lid underneath it. Why does this happen every day? It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so let me see what snowflake frames I have right here. Let's see. We'll do some little. These are like a tall cube. They're not quite a cube because they're not symmetrical. I'm trying to decide if this will be silver or gold. I'll probably do one of each. How many of the yellow lucite flowers do I have? I know if I go get my big scoops box, I have more of these lucite flowers, which could look really cool at the ends. Like it splays out, or even towards the middle. If I have enough, I could even, come on, do that. But if I were going to do that, I would do it on a larger frame. This is a small frame. Okay, so let's open these up. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Oh, you made Barbie jewelry with your soft electric? Okay, so where do you sell those? And how do they sell? Like, do they sell well? I know that there's like a whole community that is like really into the Barbie scene. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go gold. And of course, I just took all those little spacers off right here. I'm going to use these ones. So it's easiest to always start down at the middle. I think this one I'm going to do in gold, and then I'll keep the silver one right here by me for another one that can be silver. I will probably cheat and grab a gold charm from my little charm stash over here. Okay, I need to see if these boxes, I don't think they're going to be enough. I might need a second spacer if I'm gonna do that. Let me see. The good thing about the snowflake frames is that you can do a couple of like spokes without having to like have it one completely done. So you can get a better idea. It's going on just fine. They're not like butting up at each other, and I actually kind of like the way it looks. Do you know how many times I've done that with a snowflake and not over my mat, like at the edge of my desk because I'm looking at it and all of a sudden it spins and everything falls off. Okay, so we're good with that. Oh, I don't know why I took it off. So we'll do the green, and then I have just some little gold daisy spacers here on my desk. Rosanna, I'll tell you, I'm kind of a spacer freak when it comes to which that one isn't even visible, so I don't know. But when it comes to my snowflakes, I love to have a spacer as often as I can. Let me see. What else do I have here? No, those are the more peridot color, but I did get these from Randy. Huh. We'll put those over to the side. I'll also use seed beads just because they're minimal. I think these are even smaller than the flower. Yep, they are. Okay, there's just not going to be a spacer between that one and the next bead, which there doesn't need to be, Heather. It's perfectly okay for there not to be. I don't know that I believe myself quite yet, but oh, I know what I can do. I'll just put another spacer on, and then it won't be right on top of the cube, and then it looks better. So, and it gives me more height to get to my center bead, which is going to be the little heart that came in this. Oh, don't do it. Are you serious? Okay, hopefully there are 6 that fit on these spokes. That one does. Yes. Yes. Okay, I think we're good now. Okay. I was really bummed for about 2 seconds there. The little heart in, or the little gold bow on the daisy spacer, the red, the ball spacer, and the box. Just enough room to turn an actual loop. It is sterling silver. I mean, not sterling silver. I don't even know why I just said that. I'm trying to think what my thought process was. Who knows? So, if anybody else that got their FOCs, Rosanna, did you do FOCs this month? I thought you were supposed to twist it. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, they're stainless steel. That's exactly why I was like, wait a second. What was I saying? Let's see. So this project will finish up pretty quickly. I know it's kind of monotonous because it's the same thing, spoke after spoke, but hopefully you have something you are working on as well for the parts that when it's just the same thing over and over again. This one is a little bit longer. There's always one that is. I'm going to take off some of the length, but I'm also going to move my round nose pliers up a little bit more, and that can just be the loop that the Christmas hook goes into to hang from your tree. See, this is why I don't like simple loops. This happens to me every single time. They never roll straight for me. Oh my goodness gracious. My McAfee subscription, I guess, has run out. And when it pops up saying that, like, it takes you completely. I can't see my screen. There's no X. You just have to hit the renew or the uninstall part. And then when it comes up on the next screen, you can exit that. But it's been coming up on all of the videos. So, okay, when you guys do snowflakes, do you do like this where you keep it the same? Some of mine, I will switch. Like if, per se, this one, the red one is the dominant, and then maybe on the next one, I swap out this bead for the red beads and then make the center the gold bead, and I alternate back and forth. These are gonna look so pretty on a tree with the lights on. Yep. I will have kits on Saturday, by the way. Shameless plug. Hey, it's my channel. It's not It's just talking about me. It's okay. You can do that, Heather. So what do? You have 3 arms the same or all the same? Okay. Oh, there you go, Rosanna. Okay, that one must be the one that did not want to go on. There we go. Which pretties are we talking, dear? I'm trying to figure out. The ones that she sent you, like, to do a like promo one or something. Okay, I did it right. I feel like the first one I did must have been the shortest arm, because now all of these just look too long. It's fine. I could just clip a little bit off, but I'm excited to play with the stuff that I ordered from Randy in the next video. I'm really excited. There's a lot of jade in there, and by the way, for when I open my next order from her, I said I wanted all of the Amazonite. I waited an hour before placing the order, but I did indeed order all of them. So nobody had bought any yet. So I ordered them all. It's only sticking because I spray painted these. So it's not sticking because of the like full size. It's just, this was just a tight fit. It normally doesn't take everything off. This is like the only time it's happened thus far. And I think that they must have been like 18 gauge already. Sir, go on. Thank you. Ooh, fun. Like this. Wait, no. Was there some? All the rest of the crystals that like I have been going on just fine. It's just the like I've used 3mm bicones on them just fine. So, well, that will be fun to make a pink snowflake. I will be doing the same. I got some pretty little pink elephant charms for squishes, but I am using, you haven't seen my unboxing yet, so I'm using the aquamarine columns, the faceted aquamarine beads from Bargain Bead Box. Those will be going on her snowflake. I'm trying to get everybody, and when I say everybody, I mean like me, Steve, our kids, and our kids' significant others. I'm making all of us like gemstone snowflakes so that they can become something that's like passed down. I figure that it will be very reminiscent. There's a verse in the Bible that talks about like the next generation coming upon an altar in the desert, and they say, why is this here? And it talks about like it talks about how they do that so that when the next generations ask about it, they're reminded about blessings from God that they got in the past. So, and that verse already has special meaning to me. When we were discussing our oldest's name, we it was supposed the name originally was going to be Brock Allen, which Allen is my husband's middle name, and was as close to a junior he was going to be okay with. So then he was like, well, we like found our own testimony about Christ individually while I was pregnant with Brock. We were not living together for most of that pregnancy. It's a whole long, convoluted story, but we weren't. And so we wanted to mark that time. And so he was like, oh, just change his middle name to Christian. And I'm like, but nobody's going to think anything of that. That's just another, the name Christian is used all the time. And so what we decided to do was we changed his name, and his name is Brock Christian Allen Aston. Because I figured that the next generations would be more likely to ask, why does he have two middle names? Than to ask, why is his, ooh, that heart just broke. Than to just ask, why is his middle name Christian? I thought one would happen a lot more than the other. So, not trying to get all preachy, I was just going about it. So, I just thought it would be fun so that if in the future it's ever asked, like, why do we have these ornaments with gemstones all over them? They can just go back and say, well, my mom, or, oh, our great grandma, or whatever else. Oh, wait, there's not supposed to be one of those there. Whatever else, when they get asked, then it will come back up. So, yeah, especially with Durkheim's having memory issues, I got it. But yeah, Dawn, that sounds gorgeous. I actually found some stunning beads, Dawn. I'm going to have to send you a link. It's ridiculous, you guys. Okay, hold on, because I got to tell you this whole thing. I'll show you the beads. It's crazy. I found this new thing, this new company on Amazon, where one listing, I'll show you. Look at those ivory and gold. You see those? They're so pretty. Perfect for snowflakes, right? So you can get 20 for $6.37, or if you click over one, you now get 368 pieces for $28. And this is along the same with the black and gold. So if you want to be you want to have more of an edgy Christmas tree, same thing here. 368 for 28 of them, or $28 for 368 of them, or this one has a 50-piece option, which I wish this one was 50 pieces, but $7.20. It's the same way with their bead caps and stuff as well. You order one thing and it's crazy. They have these gold bows with little pearls on the bottom that I'm going to order. Same thing. You can order 6 or whatever and it's one price, and then you go to the other and it's a whole thing. So I will have to share that link. Yes, I will. I thought you would like those. I knew. No, see, we may have just become friends, but I swear, we're on the same road when it comes to like that. Hello, Delon. So good. They're so pretty though. So I'm gonna be ordering some, but I thought that because it says that they are usually shipped within whatever date amount of time. Let me go to the beads. Oh, the other ones they had that on. See these white ones with like the gold snowflakes on them? For 20 pieces, it's $5.98. For 200, it's $15. And it's not like just this one. Look, there's a whole array of beads that are like that. So, in case you want to look it up, let me type it in real quick. Oops, you got to get into the comments section, Heather. E, and then it's ELECRELIVE. And they have a store. So that's the name of them on Amazon. So, oh, I didn't realize that got clicked. That shouldn't. Huh. That's crazy because now I just found out that I can switch those comments and make like the font bigger so people that are watching it on TV can actually see it. If we go wide, no, I don't like wide. I like tall though. You can actually see them over in the corner. So that'll be good. But yeah, so that's the name of the store. I'll still send you the link though, Don. I love all those like old Victorian things and whatever. But it also, what I also thought of when I saw the prices was I thought that maybe my fellow content creators, I have no idea where I'm going, who may not do kits all the time would maybe want to put together like a snowflake kit that's their style that they want to send out inexpensively. I thought that was a really good way to do it. But that's a company name. They have their own store. They have housework, they are housewares. They have all kinds of stuff on there. But yeah, I actually really, really like those yellow beads at the center. So I'm gonna have to either find some more of these little hearts or swap this out. I've got these pretty beads I could stick in the middle. I'll make an exception to make more snowflakes. Oh, but I'd have to figure, I got a good bunch of them. I bet I could get at least 3, maybe a set of 4, possibly. There's 2 on each like arm of the snowflake. Thank you for saying arm. I'd been looking for that word for the entire Christmas season and could not figure out what it was I was trying to say. So I just kept saying spokes. So thank you for putting that in the comments, Rosanna. I greatly appreciate it. I'm excited for your pink snowflake. We should all like have a day. I can set up a thing in StreamYard. I think I can have up to 50 people in it. I'll have to verify that. It may not be that many people, but that way we can all like chill and just make snowflakes, inspire each other. Maybe somebody has an idea for something that we may or may not have thought of. And then tomorrow, guys, want to see what we're going to do tomorrow morning? I already have. This is what we're doing tomorrow morning. So I'm going to make some smaller ones, obviously, for like if you wanted to hang them on a tree. I saw these more on a like wreath, or maybe on maybe on like your banister, or what is the thing above a fireplace? A mantle. That's where I thought these could be cute. And I made these ones first. And then I made a second version where I put 2 of the acrylic pearls daisy spacers. I love these, and they're very inexpensive. I buy them by the thousands because I just love them that much. But I just thought this could be fun. If you've got a ginormous tree, you could do the bigger ones should you want to. But like I said, I'm gonna do some with some 8mm bicones instead of the 10mm bicones. And I was like, Heather, is anybody gonna want your kits and or your ornaments at the craft fair if you use the check glass this year? And I think they will. I think that they will. And I will just be on the hunt all year for deals on Preciosa crystals for next year. And we can all benefit. Ooh. Put a gingerbread, maybe? I have this little. Let me see if I have any charms that have like that lighter green. I'm sure I do. Or I have gold charms that are just gold that I could put on there as well. This, speaking of, this is what gave me the idea. Was this little charm right here. So that was the start of it. I ordered some little bows that will be part of the kit when I release it, which will be sometime during while I am recovering. My son will just be taking care of all the shipping and all of that kind of stuff. Just like he will for Saturday sale for me. He does the invoicing. If you haven't noticed before, he does put little like notes on all of your guys's invoices. They're not like individualized, but they change every one of like every time a new sale happens, they change that way. So we didn't notice it for the longest time. And then I did notice it was because you guys, this, I don't know if you guys remember, but this is a Christmas charm bunch that I got. That's all supposed to be like gold plated. And there are some gorgeous like little charms in here that are just so pretty. There were even like a couple of fully 3D, like this little present charm right here. Luckily, there's 2 of them because I kind of want to make some earrings out of them. But they're all really cute. Half of them were enameled, half of them are just plain gold. But then every once in a while, which I don't understand, there's just some goofy, like this black reindeer and this weird blue something or other. Because either it does not have a nose or its mouth is wide open. Can't tell. But so yeah, there are some that are just absolutely beautiful, and then there's ones that are real head scratchers. I like this one. I want to do the white prancing deer. He's got gold on the side of him. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's cute, but I probably think it's cute because he's my kid, huh? The one that made his dad proud was he's like the least into football. Our daughter's really into it. Our youngest is very into it. And there was one that was like, hope all your teams are doing good. Well, unless your team's the Raiders, because sorry, I just can't. Which that's hilarious because not only are they our divisional rivals, there's also Steve's ex best friend was a Raiders fan, and like we used to do this bet where because we have to play them twice a year, right? So we had this standing bet that if the Raiders won both games, that he got $50. Did I put that on backwards? I did. And if the Broncos swept and won both games, he owed us $50. But then the thing is the only time we heard from him was oh no, it went on right that time. Was when the Raiders swept us, which was only twice. So, but yeah, never when it was the Broncos. Or he would say, "Aren't you so glad that we split the season and whatever?" Yeah, but like I said, when it wasn't his team, we didn't really hear him. There we go. I haven't decided like how I'm gonna do my hooks. So if anybody has any ideas or has a special way they do them, I don't understand the big, like, really spiraled ones because how do you put that on a tree with the big, like, one with all the loops? I don't understand it. So, is anybody still here? Nobody's talking. Well, I am, but that's what nobody else is. I'm sure you guys are all crazy busy making stuff for Christmas. Because I know I am. So, okay. Now, if I'm going to do a silver one, I have the glass pearls, the daisy spacers, which I might be wrong. I don't even think these are glass. I think they're acrylic pearls. I could be wrong. If they're glass pearls, they're very inexpensive ones. Okay, so now we need a silver frame, which I have right here. I still have plenty of the red. What could be cool is, oh, I only have 2 of these. I was thinking I had 3. I was going to do 3 arms with these and 3 of the arms with these. If I wanted to use this, there's only 2 of those. There's all of these, like, they're not really silver, but they're not. I think this is platinum, which would go, the daisy spacers. Oh, sorry. The daisy spacers go with it either way. So maybe we just go for it and just do more of like a quote unquote edgy pearl. Either way, I have to start with some teeny tinies at the center. That's the only thing is seed beads don't fit on these. So you kind of have to use a metal spacer. I will say the one time I am happy things are in this bag is when I order like head pins, eye pins. Oh, you guys want me to show you how I do my... Look, Linda, I'm using scissors for this instead of using my cutters. No, I really am glad that you told me that because, yeah, I wasn't doing that before. So I'm glad. Ooh, let me show you how I did it. So as I've been letting you guys know, I really want to go to solely copper and bronze in 2026, or if I'm going to do something in silver, I want it to be like with silver wire. Because the bronze looks like what most people know as KC gold, other than when it's oxidized, which my liver of sulfur is coming today. I'm very excited. I watched a few videos and the way it turns out on those looked beautiful. So I'll be sure to share. But like getting pure copper head pins and stuff can get pricey. So at first I started by doing like a paddled on the 18 gauge and it wasn't going wide enough. And so the 10 millimeter bicones kept falling off and I was getting extremely frustrated. So I did this. I took my little flat nose and I bent it over, except I don't want this to be crooked. I want it to be straight. It does matter. Otherwise, I wouldn't be worried about it. Okay, so then I'm just going to, I just grabbed my Xuron pliers, which I love for compacting bends because the wire doesn't have any place to go to like skip, which is what normally happens to me when I try to do these. Like, look, because I've used the very end of this. It didn't have to be pretty yet, Heather. Let's try that again. We'll just use our wrong pliers this time, I guess. So, anyways, I was trying to figure this out this morning, and so I was trying various methods, and then one of which was, like I said, splaying out the wire, and I tried it hammering, and I tried it the way I'm going to show you, which is the way I typically work harden my metals. I stuck it in the box joint of my bell making pliers and squeezed, turned it over, squeezed again. Now I do want to take my Xuron pliers. Well, not yet, actually. Then I took my cutters and I went down till it looked more ball head pin like. And then that's when I took my Xuron plier and just ever so slightly bent it back so that it looked centered, although ball head pins aren't always centered. But when I pull it out, it more than stops and it looks just like a ball head pin. Because the bronze wire balled up beautifully, exactly the way it does when Linda does it. For some reason, it just, we've tried it with 24 gauge wire, we tried it with 26 gauge copper wire. maybe only 24. We tried it with 3 different thicknesses and none of them would do it. And I was getting very, very frustrated. So, sorry, I hit my light. I didn't even hit the camera that time. I hit my light hit the camera. But this gave me the same effect as a ball head pin. I could do it by myself. It doesn't take long to do it. If I use the thing where you do each part several times over and then go back and do the next assembly line style, if I do it that way, it's really fast and takes like little to no time. And the other reason I wanted to do this was because I thought it'd be really nice to be able to like do a 12-inch ball head pin to make these with. And at first I was like doing little teeny tiny baby spirals, and then I was trying to center those up, but you still saw it wasn't bad, but it didn't look like the last. And if you're trying to make things more one of the kind, that's great, but when you're not, it's not. So I was excited. Rosanna will tell you, in the middle of her video, I was like, I just figured out how to make a ball pin without a storage. I was all excited. So just a little one of my weird tips and tricks, but yes. Are you talking about oxidizing coating wire? No. Oh wait, does the wrong wire irritate the skin when wearing it? No, why would it? Why would it? I'm confused. It hasn't affected me at all. And I have more sensitive skin. Now, I don't have a metal allergy. And now that you brought that up, I'm going to have to figure that out for Jenny. Now I'm wondering if bronze wire. Some types do, while others do not. It depends on the specific alloy. Okay, I will have to use I got a nickel. Sorry, my ear's really been bothering me. I'm hoping I'm not getting a ear infection. I'm gonna have to check out my nickel testing kit and see if the bronze wire I use is nickel free, or maybe the company already has that information out. Okay, if I'm gonna do a silver one, I hope you guys don't mind when I share my weird little tips and tricks. Whatever else. Linda, how come you never go live? Just curious. Those pearls are too big, so we're going to have to start with, maybe we just go right into these. I have to see. No, those will definitely bump. But that's okay. We can use that to our advantage by making it part of the pattern. Oh, wait, no, you use this. Like that, and then I say we use the old Kiss method. If you don't know what the kiss method is, it's keep it simple. Normally it's stupid, but stupid is a bad word. Oh. Well, you're still gonna come on Beading Besties, right? Because that's a live show. But I promise everybody's really, really nice. And I'll be there. Oh my gosh, these. Oh, that hurt. Man, those suckers were really stuck together. Holy cow. All of that, and I don't think it's going to fit on anyways. You've been promising me. You swore when you moved into your new house. You said, when I move into the new house, I will do it. I hope so. I think you're hilarious, especially like when you're going back and forth with someone else. Like when you're on the live with someone else. I feel like I need to use a big red. Okay. Hold on, I gotta go grab my big scoops box. To see what I can see. For any of you who were bummed because I ran out of dragons, they like sold out really quickly. I ordered more. Not stuff that I ordered from Randy. That is the that's 32 bucks worth. My blue coral. I want it to break. Sorry, this is like an order I got from Randy, and then there's a couple of things from Bargain Feed Box in here. Let me see. I could have sworn I kept this out. I kept it out because I had new scoops coming up, or I had these coming up, but I don't see it right here. So it's got to be over on the shelf over here. And you guys are going to laugh at me, but I went to order 4mm bicones yesterday in the red color. And then Amazon told me you bought 2,000 of these in September. I have zero idea where they're at. So, which is highly frustrating because it's not like it was just a little amount or whatever. No, it was a very big, huge amount. That's weird. Okay. Let's see. Where is the scoops box? It literally says scoops and huge writing on it. Mm, Why can I not find it? Okay. So I forgot I have these that I got from Randy. Let me see if there's 6 of the smaller ones. I have this. Let's see. So I have them. It looks like 6, 10s, and 14s. Or 8s, 10s, and 14s. Mm-hmm. Nope, those pearls would make it too big. So it's got to be something. I either take off that silver spacer and now try the jade and then go out with that. And then one of the glass pearls. Then I'll go back out to that. That's very monochromatic. Now, which I love. But I'm thinking if we really want to do it, we could pop one of these on, but we could also take one of the crystals off of these beads we had last week, and it will sparkle it up. We could do the gray or the black. I actually have some of the black right here. And then we would just go, and we might have room to put the silver back on if this is the way we do it. I'm not 100% sure, but no, we may not have enough to do with silver, except for at the very top. So, like so. Look at how pretty that is. Let me get the jade out of the way. I already have all of the FOC all over the mat, so. I love this. So I think this is what I'm going to do for this one. And I think it's okay to cheat for the sake of Christmas. And if I open the strand, I can do two different ones where, oh yeah, that's why there was a jump. Okay. We can do the two arms because there's more than one color on here. We could do like the platinum one on the next one, and then black, and then back to like the platinum gunmetal color. So, silver. Yeah, I'm just gonna cheat. It's Christmas. I'm gonna make a pretty snowflake. Oh, oh. I might finish this one later, but I want to make a change to it. And do I have a medium? I kind of want to do this one on a medium frame. Do I have any? I have like 200 right here. It made it to kit. Of course I have wireframes. Okay. So, those are the big. Right? Where's the medium? Those are the little. Yeah. This is a different company than the ones that I got them before. They're more silver, so I might not have to spray this. This is about what color they are sprayed. Happy, happy, one last step for me. Okay, silver. So, how do we do that? Okay, we did a silver in the center. And then we did the metal color. And then we did a pearl. Okay, do we like the silver spacer? Like that? Or, well, hold on. This would be the other option that but I don't know that that will sit on the silver. If it will sit on the silver without going cockeyed, because the hole can almost envelop the silver bead. Nope, it fits. Okay, good. Why does it do that? Why does it rotate forward? I like. What do you guys think? And then we'll just go like that. Do that. And then do a pearl. What do you guys think of that? I'm holding it so it doesn't spin. Oh, Kim, this is from my found objects challenge. So I'm making snowflakes. I did this one, and then before that, I made this one using stuff from my Found Objects challenge. I actually really like this one, and I'm gonna use it again. I didn't, the center with the yellow square beads is probably my favorite part, but I'm going to have kits. So I'm going to have various snowflake kits. I'm also going to have these kits with that will include a bow around the center. Oh, I didn't make the frame, the wire form, but Rosanna has one on her channel of how to do one. I bought them. There's also these ones that only have one of the little acrylic pearl daisy spacers on it. I'm going to make a smaller version of this using a smaller red bicone, but I thought these could be pretty on the mantle or on a wreath or something of that nature. But because I also, isn't that going to be spectacular? If any of you remember when I did the wire kite pendant, I did one that had seed beads, and then I would just go around like 3 or 4 times on the wire to make room for the next one. It is 2 candy canes. Yep. And so I'm gonna do this, and every once in a while, I don't want it to be like patterned, but I'm gonna pop a gold in. So, but yeah, there's gonna be lots. Those are candy canes. I'm gonna have ones that have green as well. So yeah, I really like them. So I like the way this turned out. I'm excited. I like that it's not your everyday oh, I did that the wrong way. No, I didn't. It's fine. Oh, I don't need that big of a hole. Or why I started to do this is like a or what did you do? I'm such a nut. Speaking of watching the replay, Kim, you might want to watch the last sale one, only because I'm going to be finishing up the Botswana that I had last time during this sale. So if there's anything you want before I go live, I would check it out. I don't know what the heck I just did. I'm going to make it work so I don't have to waste this. I'm just going to turn it away. By the way, how was your show, Kim? I've been dying to hear. If I remember correctly, it was your first show. So I'm like dying to know how it went. I'm gonna have to figure out where Randy got these beads from because I need more. Because this is like icy beautifulness. I'm loving the like chrome look with the pearls. And if you've been around for any length of time, you know your girl loves like just something that's not the usual. Sometimes I just want it to be different. Okay, the other focal choices we have are these gray ones. So we have those, or we can just go full on with the black. I could always do all three and just have the arm that's opposite match. So I think that's what I want to do because I can't decide because they're beautiful. And I love the combination. And even just the chrome with like deep pink would be beautiful, or like this dark burgundy. Like, look at that. Pretty. Like I just said, I like doing the more off, not the norm. Am I sure that these black beads? Yeah, they did. Okay. But yeah, I'm liking. Aw, Kim, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I know you were kind of freaked out about it. Love it. Aw, I need to do like a unofficial official one. I've done them at my niece's school for their fall festival, and then again they have a family pancake breakfast where they do it because there's the students, if they set up a booth because they're saving money to go to DC, then they get their booths for free. All of the adults have to pay for theirs. I think it's like $25. So can't go wrong there, right? Steve and I also had fun. We got a couple little things for you for the holidays. I can't wait for you to get them. I think you're going to love them. Okay, Linda. Hey. Bye, Mary. Kim was completely freaked out about it. She's not like technology freaks her out and everything else, but she's done it. And look, she's already done two. She's about to do another one. So I think that maybe you should give it another go because you make beautiful jewelry and it deserves to be worn. Not, we're not even going to talk about yesterday because it makes me sad. Not gonna lie. In case you weren't here, Linda divulged that she threw away a bunch of beads and completed pieces of jewelry that she had made and everything else in the move. And I told her, why didn't you call me? And she said, because the post would have been expensive. There's no way that it would have cost more than what it would cost me to acquire said beads in, like, just out at a store, online, whatever else. Well, yeah. I even told Steve. He was like, I'm sorry. But No, I mean, it's your stuff. You can do what you want with it, but you're a freaking amazing designer. And I think, much like Kim, once you get the first show out of the way, you would be okay. You could even just, I don't know, do have one of your daughters go and you can kind of let them be um the one who does a lot of the human interaction. Maybe just jump in when they have a question about a specific gemstone or something. I just think that your jewelry is gorgeous and you can totally do it. I know you're shy. I get that. I think once you start cracking jokes with everybody, you will find that you enjoy it. But again, it's your stuff. But you make beautiful work. And if you're ever going to get rid of stuff like that again in the future, let me know. At least promise me that. Oh, I love this. Cut that one a little bit shorter than I wanted to, but it's okay. Because it's not the one it's going to hook to the tree anyway. Okay, this one is the black. Have you seen any teenagers interacting with strange adults on a lovely level? My Unicode is very popular. I even made a couple of charge act. Look at you go! What teen? What teenage girl? Teenagers interacting with strange adults on a lovely level. I don't know. Ooh, Kim, I sold out of these dragons the first time, and there weren't any Unikite in the first set. I restocked for Saturday's sale. I have at least 2 in Unikite, but I think I might even have 3. There's some Ruby Voicite in here too, some Tiger Eye. I always try to keep an eye out for Unikite for my girl. That's Dragon Blood. What is that? Ruby Voicite. I thought there was more than one of the Unikite. Dorothy, I have some Dalmatians after. I know there's more than one because I pulled it out to send you a picture. But yeah, I have some rose quartz, red jasper, tiger eye. Okay, I know I have another one, but I have one if nothing else. But I could have swore there's more than one of them. But yeah, those sold out on the sale really quickly. So I restocked as quickly as I could. Okay. I gotta figure out what these are. Because, like I said, with this colorway, or even if we were to like mix in that super, oh no, this super dark red with it, like instead of doing the pearls, now I have to see it because I said it. Like, see? Oh, that would be beautiful. I know that it's the same size as the other rondelles, so I would want to get it slightly smaller, like the pearls are, just so that the growth, it's not a necessity, but I wouldn't want anybody to get bored because it was like the same thickness all the way up. But yeah, those little dragons I've seen them on other people's like channels and stuff. I've seen them at craft shows and they're always pretty popular. Quinn, no dig. There's no reason for you to dig at the carpet. I mean, you could even just do the two different sizes of like these chrome beads. Okay, Kib, yeah. I did order some that are sterling silver, not the metal alloy, so I don't know when those ones will be in, but yeah, if you want me to lay out all of the options and stuff, I can send you a picture, Kim. I do not mind doing that. The gray. Oh. So when is your show on Saturday though? Because I'll send you the pictures, because if your show's around when you have an issue, yes, I can save the dragon for you and I'll replay the live on Saturday. Also looked for a caliber post, couldn't find it. Yes, I'll send it to you because it is the best. I'm like, it's insane. Yeah, I'm gonna be calling Randy and asking her because I got like 5 strands of these, 4 or 5 strands of these extra outside of the ones that came in the box. And I think this is just beautiful. So for those clients that maybe just want to take a nod to the edgy seed, but not like go on full force or whatever, I think these would be very nice, very popular items to sell in your booth. So we have been going at this for about 2 hours now. So 11 to 4 Eastern. So yeah, you'll miss me. But yeah. One of these, it would depend because these are sterling silver spacers, but obviously the frame isn't, but that's mostly what I have, so it's what I use. For this, I would charge probably $4, $4 or $5 for it. I don't know, Rosanna, what do you think? I would say at a minimum $5. I think $5 is more than a fair price of these. And then maybe you do a set of 4 as well. And that's where the discount would come in. So if you were charging $5 for them, but they wanted the 4 set, maybe you do 4 for 18 or 4 for 15, something like that. But I don't know, I may be under, that's not including my time actually. So I don't know, Rosanna, what would you say? Please tell me you're still here. I mean, it's very humble, like items outside of, they were in my found objects challenge. The glass pearls were, which I had glass pearls in like a bunch of different sizes. So maybe if I was going to make one that went together with this, I would use like the crystals as an accent bead and do a bigger pearl in the center instead of the chrome ones, because I only have enough to make 2 of these, I think, if that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I have enough to make. Oh no, hold on. And there's some larger ones in here too. So I just got to find out from Randy where she got these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have. Oh, I'd have to change up the pattern. I don't even think I have enough to do a second one because I would need 24. I have 19 of them. Although I started the other one and was like, I don't want to waste. So I actually think that I would have just enough to make a second one that matched this perfectly. Which I'm gonna do. But yeah, I'm gonna ask Randy what these are and where she got them from. See if she doesn't mind doing a friend a solid. But yeah, so everybody, I've sold the large ones for as much as $45. I figure the price of my 5 is not enough. Okay. Thank you for being here. I'm glad. Yeah, exactly, Kim. All right. Okay. Well, that's what I was afraid of. I'm glad you're here because yeah, that's a problem I have. So yeah, matchy matchy is not always good. So that's what I meant, just popping in the bigger pearls and maybe using the crystals as the accent and do 2 of each in a 4-piece set. That could be very beautiful. I got these dyed Chalcedony. Chalcedony, I'm sure I'm saying that right. And these are going to be used for some snowflakes that I was going to charge more for. But yeah, like I literally, you guys, and this is 2 of 4 of this color. So I bought in bulk. So Saturday, not only am I gonna have the snowflake kits. Here, let me come back up. Not only am I going to have the snowflake kit, but I'm going to put together some like pieces or like little packets that will have some of them may just be one color and it's several of each color. Some it'll be a mix of the various ones I have. Like I said, I have glass pearls from 4mm to 12mm that I was going to do some little combo kits for. So because I'll be honest, unless it's directly a kit, it's more economical for myself as well as you to buy the frames yourself outside, because the size of the box I would have to have for the large one is pretty expensive. So, the shipping, because they figure that because you have that big of a box, it's going to be, it's going to be heavy. I don't know why the size of the box matters. Maybe it's packaging, them being able to like fit so many packages on a plane or a mail truck or whatever else. But these are all check glass crystals, so they're not cheap. I didn't like cheap out on any of them. And I have other colors coming. And I thought about doing a Christmas seed bead again, but it would probably be like just one. And like I said, oh, not on camera. It would be like these ones. I would only do one, but I love the deep, deep hunter green and the deep, deep red combo with this like more playful gold. It has like that wash where sometimes it looks a little pink and then in another spot it looks a little green. And so these were the colors that I'm contemplating doing a Christmas seed bead thing this year, but it would be this year, it would be a free gift with purchase. It wouldn't be just where I send out all the little packets to everybody. Again, I have to put those in a bubble mailer, and so shipping is ridiculous. We're gonna have to change the shipping price anyways. It's gonna have to be like a $75 order because they just jacked up all the prices again. And the boxes we used to be able to send for $5 and $6 are now 9 to 10, which sucks. But I could go cheaper and keep it the same, but then that would be an uninsured box, and I'm not okay with that. I want it to be. See, the only Beadalon ones I could find were very, very expensive. So I don't know. Yeah, exactly, Kim. Yeah. I don't mind these. I've used these for a couple of years now, and they've done fine. Do they, I mean, they're metal, they bend, but they don't bend like easily. Like, I don't know if you meant because I was like fixing the spokes. I was applying more pressure than it may have looked like. But yeah, the Beadalon ones, hold on just a second, and I will tell you. Cause oh, you missed it, Kim. I gotta go down the camera. Because I found these and these for a great price, which would look amazing on a snowflake is like the focal. So I'm gonna drop that link in the here. I'm gonna do it right now. So your girl with the memory issues doesn't mess up. It literally goes from 20 to 368, and 20 costs $637, and almost 400 cost $28. It does take a little bit to get them for shipping, but I'm planning on placing a really big order with them. So go back up in the comments, Kim, because I left the link for or I said the company name. Okay, go on YouTube. We're gonna go to you. Hope I shouldn't hear me because I have it on my, what's it called? Go to, there we are. Okay, I'm gonna drop. I don't think I can. Oh, yes, I can. There we go. Okay, that's for the Victorian beads. Let me go get the caliper for you guys really quick. So just as a frame of reference, the black caliper ones are, well, they're on sale right now. So they're $6.50 a piece, going up to like whatever. The one that I just bought is the stainless steel everything. So I'm going to put that in the comments as well. Oh, I may not be able to leave. Oh no, can you guys see the link? Or is it only seeing on mine? The gauge frames are 18. The ones that I use are. It doesn't. Kim, can you see it? I don't know. Okay. I will send them to you, Kimmy, because I know you need those. And I will go and do the post to do the other ones. What is that one for? So, alrighty. Anyways, guys, we've been here for over 2 hours. I will go ahead and send you all of the links. I'll put them up in Beading Besties today. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. Will do. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day. I love hanging with you. I love being able to be with you guys every day, and I'm excited. And I'm gonna try to be back as early as possible without hurting myself. So don't worry about that. I already have instructions from my children and my husband. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I will see you later. Happy beading, everybody.